Charter schools are unique public schools that are allowed the freedom to be more innovative while being held accountable for advancing student achievement. Because they are public schools, they are open to all children, they do not charge tuition, and they do not have special entrance requirements. Tonight, our focus will be on Alpine Academy College Prep High School. I wanted to bring them to your attention tonight because they're doing some amazing things. They actually have a 98% graduation rate. They offer unique extra activities like archery, and the founder and principal, Jill Ross, was named Nevada's Charter School Administrator of the Year. So let's head over to Alpine Academy right now and take a closer look. So Jill, charter schools are becoming more and more popular, and you actually founded this school in addition to being the principal. So what made you decide to actually start a charter school?
Well, years ago I worked at a charter school, one of the first charter schools in Reno, and it was it only lasted a few years. It wasn't popular enough, and so it closed down, and then I went back to the school district. And I felt like in the school district the class sizes were huge, and I wasn't really getting to know the students or making the difference I made at a charter school.
Oh. So you could tell from teaching at both that you made more of a difference in the children's lives at the charter school.
Right.
And do you think that's mostly due to smaller classrooms?
That is due to smaller classrooms. Class sizes mean all the difference because you get to know each student, you can individualize their learning and make a difference in their whole lives.
I chose to go to Alpine Academy simply because it seemed to have a more friendly environment than most schools. The teachers were very nice when I got to meet them.
So how long has Alpine Academy been in existence?
We just finished our 6th year.
6th year, so you're getting ready to start your 7th year. So I think it's probably been a journey. You've probably had a lot of changes from year 1 to now. Can you tell us a little bit about that progression?
Well, 6 years ago, or almost 7 years ago, when we opened the school, charter schools in Reno weren't very popular, and people didn't know what charter schools were. Even today, some people think charter schools cost money when they're actually a free public school. And so when we first opened our doors, a lot of the community here thought that our school was the last chance school. So we had a lot of kids come to us where they were 18 years old with only 3 credits. And so, the first few years our graduation rate wasn't very high, 45%. And in 5 years we changed it from 45% to a 98% graduation rate. So we just stepped up the rigor. We're very strict with the rules. And so slowly people started learning that we have a great school here, outstanding teachers, and started sending, students who are willing to learn.
98% graduation rate. That is like spectacular. How does that compare with others?
Well, the districts in Washington County School District's in the 70 percentile, but because we are smaller, we can really individualize their learning and make sure that everyone's getting what they need. We would have a 100% graduation rate, but there are some special ed kids who can't pass proficiencies, and so they're not allowed to have a regular diploma and graduate.
Jonah, since he has been attending Alpine, has been so much more engaged. He feels that his teachers hear him one-on-one, and when he has maybe a question about an assignment, they are very quick to help him in any way they can. And he loves sharing stories when he comes home. We ask him, what's the best thing that happened to you today? And he loves to share science and all the things they did here at the school.
Oh, Eric, have you also seen changes in your son?
Yeah, I say I've heard more about what he learned and what he enjoyed about school in the first 2 weeks here than is an entire last year.
So he really just seems to be enjoying it more, and through that happiness he's sharing more?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you guys initially start looking into a charter school versus a traditional school?
I'll tell you, I was driving in my car one day and I heard Mrs. Ross and Mrs. Phelps on the radio and on the Sean Handy show, and it cracked me up. So next day on my lunch hour, I had to roll over here and check it out, and liked what I saw. Definitely made a difference.
And Destiny, were you on board right from the beginning, or were you a little hesitant?
A little apprehensive at first because it was just so new to a concept to me. But then I came and visited, and everyone was like nice, and I got like my own little personal tour, so I liked it a lot.
And what school were you attending prior?
I was at McLean High School during my freshman year, and then Connections Academy online school for my sophomore year.
Okay. And what would you say the main differences between what your experience was like at a traditional high school versus what it's been like here? First of all, how long have you been here at the school?
For 1 year.
For 1 year. Okay, so what's the main differences for you?
My social life is less kind of an unknown state and more of I have a group of friends where I fit in, I talk to them every day, and I help tutor kids. While at McQueen, it was more feeling like lost and very short in a big sea of people who I just didn't know all of them.
And Stacy, have you noticed any differences in your daughter?
Oh, 100% grades, attitude. It's amazing, 100% change, turnaround.
Just from the change in a school.
Yeah.
Does that surprise you?
This place definitely brings out the best in her.
So it's obvious that the parents and the kids that attend here are having a wonderful experience. We're hearing a lot about better engagement, more fun at school. What types of things do you feel that you guys are exceptional at? Are there certain types of classes? I mean, where do you think you really excel?
Well, now we're a college prep school, so we try to give a great overall education. We try to educate the whole student as well as teach character education. And so I think the students, when they come here, not only are they learning from passionate teachers who are very passionate about their subject, but the teachers are also engaging, and at the same time, we're working to make it a very a wonderful place to learn where they enjoy coming to school and they can develop a love of lifelong learning.
Now, are all of the students required to take college prep classes, or is that a choice?
All of our classes are college prep classes. So
it's just built in?
Yes. Every teacher knows that we want these kids to have rigor, and it's amazing. The higher we raise our expectations, the higher the students meet them. So
you have kids coming in that are ready to be in college prep classes, and do you have some kids still coming in that are behind? And do you get them up to speed?
Sure, we absolutely do. As a matter of fact, last year we had a student, he had been homeschooled, his parents were really worried he's behind, and actually when he first came he was behind, but by the end of the year he's caught up with all the rest of the freshmen.
That's amazing. Well, you have certainly created something spectacular here. Now, if parents want to check into getting their kids to Alpine Academy for this next upcoming school year, what should they do?
They can give us a call, or they can stop by the school and we'll give them a tour and let them see the building, meet teachers. We are having an open house on July 22nd and again on August 5th.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes it simple.
Right.
If you want more information, just call and get it. I mean, why not? What do you have to lose? Check into more options, pick the best one for your child, right?
Exactly.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.